right. Well, thank you, computer. When we last left off, you guys had begun your journey heading off. You guys did a little bit of crafting first. Uh, Crafts finished up his mech suit, and you guys began your journey heading off uh, into the canyon area. Making your way to. I'm going deaf from this fucking music that can't keep the same volume. Making your way into the canyon, heading off towards the Temple of the Broken Moon. Upon your journey, first day or so wasn't so eventful, but on the second day you ran into a group of Thrycrane who were sort of just in a canyon. After Richter getting his ass beat, you guys were able to dispatch them without much more danger, namely due to a warrior who challenged Richter in a foreign tongue, then beat the shit out of him.
Bit rude.
Heading off, you guys were able to make it the rest of the day without any major event, whatnot, to where you arrived in the beginning of the ancient canyon. You had stopped for the night to rest at the top of the canyon, and that's where we left off. Morning comes. This is the part where you guys jump in.
Right, because there was nothing. There was nothing in the foundry, so I thought we were going to see the foundry map.
I was
No.
moving some characters around, thumbs up. Well, I guess we continue walking.
Well, no, because I thought we had stopped for the night.
You guys had stopped for the night. It's the next morning.
Oh, okay.
Every
Yeah,
time I turn this down, the fucking
I
video
could do
gets
some
louder.
cooking.
Yeah.
I don't even have muscles and I still ache.
Phantom pain's a bitch, I guess. Even when you're, I was gonna
The
say
chunks taken out of bone.
I was gonna say undead, but also not so much.
Also, I still don't have my spice pouch.
My spice.
Hey, if you don't want me cooking at a high tier level, that's on you.
Well, you're still able to use it. We just add a 3 to it. For some reason, it won't let me add it to your tools.
Unfortunate.
Might be able to duplicate cook's utensils and then add a +3. I don't know
No, it's a
Foundry
checkbox
works.
for it.
I don't think so. Anyway, let's see. What kind of food do I want to make?
How long do we still have on the journey?
You guys are just. You guys got a long way on your journey.
Oh, that's right. We're going to that one first, right? So yeah, we got.
Yeah, you're going to the Temple of the Broken Moon, then up the volcano, then down the volcano to Conminith. Then you'll be taking Gale to get back.
Yeah, but the first leg of the journey, we've still got like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first leg is only about 2 or 3 days left.
Do I need to pay you to cook, yeah?
Yes, while out in the field, it's 50 gold to pay.
Should I pay to cook today? If we're still in the middle of our walking.
I mean, if you've got the money, why not get some stuff get some ingredients to make something custom that you know that we might need?
Or you could try experimenting again.
Or experimenting on the road. That's also perfectly fine.
And if you're gonna cook, I was gonna probably try to take a crafting.
I think since we're in the desert and we're probably going to run into more, I think I'm going to try experimenting with my giant scorpion meat.
Ooh.
Alrighty. So the property Or actually, the giant scorpion meat would be considered the ingredients needed, so you would bypass the cost with it.
Wait, let me see if I've made anything with giant scorpion meat. Hold on.
You've used the baby scorpions to make poison resist stuff.
Yeah, the wild noodle spaghetti, that's tangy. Made of scorpion. But yeah.
So nothing would happen with this party.
So yeah,
Chillin'.
I'll use the giant scorpion meat and try making something. Let me get rid of that.
I think I had something.
You got the giant scorpion stinger, I believe.
I got the scorpion. I got scorpion chitin. I've got
a stinger.
that.
I got the
Oh, no.
stinger because I was gonna make it into a weapon.
I also have the stinger. I don't know why
Oh.
I also have the stinger, but I also
Oh wait,
have
no,
the
I think I
stinger.
just...
One of y'all has the stinger. It's
In
what's
my
important.
inventory, I have it.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a different character.
27, good roll.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, 42, good roll.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me a 1d20.
I
A
can't good
19.
roll.
You get, and I'm gonna send this in RVC because you can't copy paste from Foundry for some reason. You have learned the Blessed Burgers. You gain the effects of Bless for one combat encounter.
Oh.
Do these need giant scorpion meat or?
It would have the tangy property to it, but you guys are already all resistant or immune to poison, so
Okay.
All right. Bless. Bless our hearts.
bless
a-
up.
It's a good bonus, that one.
All right.
These are good burgers.
I'm pretty okay. I couldn't remember right. I think I tried to experiment with a bullet last time. I just failed. Or what I did? Or was I doing something?
You made the Hellfire shot, which is in your Foundry inventory, but not your D&D Beyond one.
Ah, that's why.
So what was that about Bless?
Oh my gosh,
Everybody
you're
is. You're very loud, Walter. One sec, let me turn you down.
We'll adjust you. It's fine.
Well, we said earlier it was like...
But you're alive! Explodes.
So poison resistance?
Oh,
Yes.
you okay over there?
For a
The
day?
tangy effects had poison resist for the day,
Oh,
but
he's
you
still
guys are
tanky.
already all resistant.
Ah!
Oh, what? Oh, it's
Even louder!
Okay, I needed to mute him. Holy shit.
Okay, I had the server mute him. Holy shit, my ears.
Just say it, Walter. It got way louder. It got way louder.
Just put your mic
We
back
also-
at whatever it was beforehand. We can adjust you.
Yeah.
We also were hearing ourselves, so that was.
Yeah, that was weird. We could somehow hear each other. Oh.
Gonna unmute him for a sec.
Let me know if he's normal.
Speak, Walter. Nope.
No. It was really loud again. Damn. That's wild. I'm sure you're gonna have fun editing that, Cat.
No, the videos go. The videos don't get the audio quality adjustments.
I might have
Oh.
to for that, we'll see. Because holy shit, that was fucking loud.
Slap a volume warning and the timestamp.
And that,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
But that also means I have to go. Okay, wait, hold on. It was like 9 minutes in. Let me make a note for that. Actually, like 8 minutes.
It's near the beginning. I'm sure it's not gonna be that hard to find.
But I really don't feel like she wants to just go through it and.
Yeah,
Oh.
fair enough. I'll give you that.
I was like, it's like I feel like she's just not. She doesn't want to just keep listening, just waiting for the moment that he speaks.
Well, that's why I put a timestamp down for myself, because I can see the time.
I'm really
Yeah,
glad
was-
I was scratching my ears, so all I heard was the volume explode out of my headset.
my headset was fully on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying that Nathan was like, "Why don't you just search for it?"
No, I
was
said it's right near the I'm like, it's near the beginning, and I'm like, so it wouldn't be that hard to find.
Yeah, I jump scare myself listening.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
no,
was saying. It's like I feel like she doesn't want to just fucking blast her ears.
Well, obviously I'd have it low, but still, that was loud.
Just like waiting in anticipation. For
Like
a
I'm
jump
over
scare.
here working on my recipe, and then I'm just like, ah.
Oh. All right.
So yeah, we have poison resistance and bless for a combat encounter. If you want to add that, Pichu.
Yes. You guys are already all resistant to poison, so I'm not adding that, but you guys all
I'm
have bless
not.
on your tokens.
I'm immune.
wearing a funky hat.
So do you want him to also add
Oh, the
resistance
bat
to
is
poison?
the bat
Yeah.
the bless?
Yeah, that's the bless sign.
Okay.
It's angel wings, but you can't tell unless you zoom all the way in.
Let me know when he's normal again.
Oh, Walter's controlling his own muting at the moment.
Oh, I still have him muted personally.
It's in our skull.
Yippee.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. It's just those that headset's always just been finicky, and it seems if it's not like if I can move it, the connection, and I guess if it's in the wrong angle or just being finicky, I don't know. It'll just be fucked up. But it's the same way to fix it. I
It
see
gets
now.
overstimulated.
It's just weird.
That is one way to describe it, Nathan.
Both of us just
I'm pretty sure I couldn't. I was about to say something. I just forgot.
all of us just
Three
side
audible
eyeing.
flinches.
Oh god, can we move on from that? I want to fix my gun.
But for the louder one, it was a mistake to pull it out and put it back in.
Uh-huh.
That's what
And
made it
with
do
this
that.
cable, I increase the volume.
Cat, I'm pretty sure me and you had the exact same reaction. Okay. All right. Right.
You want
Nathan.
guidance or not?
Yes.
Alright.
It would need to be Nathan doing it, and I think I can, and I would help him if that's cool, Nathan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Nathan, your crafting's gone for the day.
Alrighty, since you guys are on the
Wait,
road,
why would my crafting be gone?
Because you're doing
since
it.
you're assisting,
Well,
Yes.
you would need to do
No,
it. because
he's
Yeah,
doing
it.
I would doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I said that I
I
was
would-
gonna
I
help
would-
him
I
because
would.
I know that
I
was shifting the tides and pressing the button, and then you said plus. Hold
Also,
on, you know,
1d4 for guidance.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Oh wait, I can cast it. Hold on.
20.
you can just click on it in Foundry. I'm adjusting all your things again.
Uh-huh,
Yeah,
there it
that's what I'm
is.
saying. If I click it, it'll. I was gonna get the D4 ready to add to it.
I don't need concentration.
I mean, the
So,
D4 I believe will automatically add because bless.
Oh, does it stack?
No, no, because the bless specifically activates at the start of combat, but this will be considered adding guidance.
Okay, but what if I punch him?
Dun 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 dun.
I mean, you would get rid of Nathan's bless because it would last one combat.
Well, I'd get
Yeah,
rid of all
see?
of our
No,
bless,
no,
wouldn't I? Or just me and him at
It would
least.
just you,
You
just
would
us
have-
two.
Okay, what if Calendula bites him?
It just.
No,
Why do you do the guidance? Just
Calendula
Hey,
guidance.
has to
hey,
hit.
I'm
Richter
tinkering.
is the
Silence!
one.
I'm tinkering out here.
Eli, you're the one who wants this to succeed. Okay, I'm just trying to help.
There's your there's your guidance D4.
On the bright side, you scrape the edge of success.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Give me a 1d20.
I can't wait until it's a 30 DC and he's still trying
Let's
to
see.
add on to it.
Do we both have to do it or just one?
Nah, I'll do it. I'll do it since I did it. I'll do it for funsies.
Oh.
Also a 4.
a. My God.
No.
I'm going to change it because this is pathetic at this point that you keep hitting all of these.
What was 4?
Or bulky. You can use your con instead of your dex. We're not doing that. You're getting the torch fire pistol.
Okay. Thank you. I'm
You're
sorry.
getting 3 because I feel bad at this point.
Stop putting it in there.
Okay, I want to know
Okay.
who in this group would be better off using con instead of
Walter.
Walter.
Hmm.
I've only
Not
got a
Walter
+4 because of the
derogatory,
amulet.
Walter as in we're just epiphany.
Oh yeah, we're just
Yeah, my
Yeah, sorry.
we're pointing at you.
Yeah.
We're not summoning you. We're just pointing at you.
just like
Sorry for the
I-
startle.
nearly.
I was just wondering if you needed me to do a con check or something.
Oh no.
We were
No,
talking about if anybody had an ability to do con check stuff, and we're like, yeah, it would probably be Walter.
Or who would benefit from a con scaling weapon.
Also, I'd like to say that I was looking at Discord, and out of the corner of my eye, I could barely see Tara's icon, and I thought she had a handicap symbol on her top left. And I'm like, why would you create a custom moat just for that?
That would be just. Oh God.
She can walk!
I gave her those.
already.
Did that?
Peacemaker has been updated in your bag of holding. I'm going to take it out into your main inventory.
Okay.
So click on
Lame.
Peacemaker. It deals 1d10 piercing and 1d8 fire.
Fire gang.
Yep, and it's it says on first hit. So is it like first hit a turn or?
No, that was just me copying and pasting from the original crafting. I'm removing that altogether.
You know
Okay,
what
so it's-
sucks?
Nice.
There aren't that many radiant spells.
And there's quite a few.
Not for me, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
for you.
druids don't get a lot of radiant spells outside of
I have like
Moonbeam and
3.
Sunbeam.
Yeah, no, it's clerics and paladins that are all about it, and then
Even
wizards
then, there
get
aren't a
few.
ton of radiant
Yeah.
spells altogether.
You know what'd be cool though is if you
And I
could
guess-
like flavor text fire spells being radiant.
What's it?
Well, I mean, you technically can.
Yeah. Well, I
Check
mean,
some Dacus real.
because I want to change a lot of my fire spells for radiance, but there's literally just not really any radiance to replace my fire with.
Oh yeah, and the interaction hasn't happened yet, but if you do run into a creature with radiant resistant and you use the fire to radiant conversion, it will bypass the radiant resistance.
Yeah, because it's like the thingy. the
Technically
elemental
fire.
adept.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to look at my feats. Sometimes I forget.
Alrighty. As you guys are crafting and enjoying some peace up at the top of the ancient canyon, light will begin to shine down into the canyon as day begins to come up, and you begin to notice the first half of the canyon remains as lush as you remember it, but the farther you look into the canyon, the darker and darker the leaves and foliage become, to the point where at the edge of the canyon, which you can barely get a glimpse of, it's nothing but death and decay.
Doesn't seem what I thought this place was up to.
Well, last time when we were leaving, weren't we seeing things begin to decay?
Well, yeah, but I thought it was time reversing. Ooh, back in prehistoric. But no, everything just looks like actually, it's probably the other thing. An extinction level event happened here. A great dying.
Well, the only issue is, would the things here become undead, or would they simply just stay dead?
Can't fucking anything stay dead here?
Well, I know Stuff.
Actually, now that I
Isn't it
think
stuff
about it.
native to here that stays dead, but anything else is undead, or everything is undead?
Well, hold on. We didn't check with those Thrycrane. It'd be really fucking weird if those Thrycrane are native here. You guys would have a lot of problems.
You
guys are uncertain because you have not tested it. Besides, the boss is coming back.
No, because they're possessed by the fucking glowy bitch.
Well,
Oh, he's drinking, you bastard.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you just say? I'm sorry. Zoned out for a second.
you're not allowed to hear.
They were possessed by the glowy bitch. Me drinking, trying not to snort Dr. Pepper out my nose.
I mean,
We're calling the fucking glowing rainbow orb the glowy bitch.
we've been back into the swamp where we've killed stuff, so I would assume we would see remains or the lack thereof.
You guys have not traveled through the same general areas, though, because you guys never went back to the Discogre's mausoleum to check anything.
I mean, on the road here, we've killed stuff before.
I can confirm that you have not seen corpses.
I think we should just assume anything we kill can be undead.
Can become undead or just is an undead?
We should treat it as if everything we've killed has become undead. And be wary. Especially
well, it sounds like
for...
we should start taking precautions into that.
Should I be
I'm
looking
not
at my
against-
perception?
No, I'm doing rolls.
Yes, we see that.
Yeah. I think, well, especially thinking about the stuff we saw before when we were here, you know, the big stuff, the small stuff, we should probably just treat as we travel as if those are all undead now.
Okay, I mean that I'm okay with that idea.
So
But,
very much,
not to enable you, but as far as I'm aware, ashes can't come back as undead.
Looks at the ash zombie, looks back.
well, we don't know if everything was turned to ash.
No, I'm asking you to burn
Oh.
everything to ash afterwards so that we know that it won't come back.
Oh. Okay. Anyway.
That's why I said not to enable you, but
Ah. Sorry, I was in character a little bit too much.
yeah, I see that.
Don't worry, I have create bonfire still, I think.
Yeah, exactly. See, perfect.
Wait, actually, do I still have create bonfire? I should.
She got rid of it.
Hmm?
She's
Well, you
healing.
No, I
can't
do.
change cantrips, so.
Yeah.
You can swap cantrips every time you level up. You could swap one spell / cantrip.
Yeah. Puts my hands on my hips. Anyway, let's go and be ready for the worst case scenario.
Yippers.
Ready, 1 second. I'm getting a thing for Elijah. I was just getting an icon for his pistol, which he has renamed the Sunshot.
There is a that it is based off of another oh yeah, that's a nice fit.
You missed your
Gonna think of one
opportunity
for
to
that,
name
right?
it Sunshine.
Alrighty. Using the trail you remember before, you carefully make your way down into the canyon with Tara kind of lagging behind, not knowing the path all too well, but not struggling outright. Heading down into the canyon. Let me just go ahead and boop. During the lush part, you can see the river flowing down the center, as common creature paths are along the sides. All seems peaceful at the moment.
Well, nothing to worry about, right? Everything seems perfectly fine.
Narrator
Can I
note,
use
but it was in fact not fine.
can I use my rifle to scan like the tree line on the opposite side of the river?
Yo, look at these big mushrooms.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. And since it's the rifle, do so at advantage.
Oh, sweet.
Are
About to
these
ask.
are these like apple trees or not actually?
Ooh, nice roll.
These, yes, they're ancient apple trees.
Ooh.
With the 21, scanning throughout the tree line, you wouldn't notice anything.
Sumi's gonna look
As in,
back.
you don't see anything in the trees.
Look at the water. And then she goes back to kind of looking over the apples. Can I see if these are edible?
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Yummy. Oof.
With an 11, they look fine.
Okay. She's gonna start getting some, maybe make like a pie later or something. Maybe make like some drinks, have just a snack. Take a few from here.
Wasn't everything here dying before?
Gotta be honest, guys. I don't see anything. And I don't mean like no enemies or anything. I mean nothing. Far side of the river has literally nothing.
I mean, after a fire, there isn't usually much in the forest for a bit while it
But
recovers.
why is there still a forest?
Also, wouldn't I have seen like smaller things? Bugs or anything? I didn't see anything. I'm not expecting my eyesight to be perfect over through a rifle, but still.
Kratz is gonna kneel down, kind of like running his hand I don't know, through the grass and kind of sense around.
Go ahead and give me a nature check. With the 21, you can tell that all of this area is still lush, though something does bother you about it. Can't quite put your finger on it, though.
God damn it, it's turf.
It's all astroturf.
It's that fucking Boise blue turf.
I was about to add something.
First and foremost, just because you're wandering off, Sumi.
No one
How
else
long
is
did you-
walking.
Well, because we were doing checks and whatnot.
Yeah, but there's nothing there, guys. Come on, let's go. Anyway,
Okay.
you're
Were you picking apples?
She picked a few. She was going to this one to pick some apples from it too.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a 1d10 for how many apples.
I can't wait for us to leave this area and they immediately just rot.
Well, I mean,
Some
that's what I was
fucking
thinking.
death house shit.
Like
Thanks, Calendula.
Calendula has collected 5 apples.
Can I offer
And
her an apple?
Calendula has given you 4 apples.
I was gonna say, can I have her do a sniff check and see if she wants one?
I mean, go ahead and have her do a, I guess,
Survival?
advantage perception since keen smell.
Oh yeah, that does work.
They're pretty damn good apples.
Aw.
It's not.
Sumi's also going to have an apple.
I worry
The
that this is
foxes
like.
enjoy apples.
I worry that this is that, like something's tied to the lush line. Wait,
I wonder where those spirits went.
on your guard.
Can I do a perception check of the water? Just overview of the water and anything in it.
I swear, if something is in the water and I immediately said check the water and we're only just now checking the water and I'm about to get killed because something is going to lunge out, I'm going to scream.
No, think about it.
Go ahead and do a regular perception check on the water.
What's next to get possessed by that chromatic bitch?
With a 16, Richter, you'll be looking through the water, and I don't really have a way to put an arrow other than, I guess, water flows like that.
You could use white.
I was also gonna say, I'm like, you
It
could have just said.
defaults to the color that I am. Then I have to manually change it outside of that.
I was gonna say you could have just said the water flows from the left to the right.
Well, the water flows that way.
It flows east.
And you would notice that every now and then you'll see like little fragments of what appear to be just dead foliage flowing down from further upstream. Yes. Which is strange considering looking around this area, everything seems super lush and vibrant, like trees would fall or leaves would fall from the trees, but they would last very little time before being
Sumi's gonna look back.
re-added.
Wait, am I? You know, I wonder if the decay is because he's out here, roaming.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, if things are alive, he's the one that decays.
Mm-hmm.
You think? With that like aura of necrosis.
Uh-huh.
Okay, which one of you is doing that? Can you stop?
Hey.
One of the water bottles by my trash can are just clicking every now and then.
Temperature causing plastic to expand. Rah!
I think it's because of the fact it was right next to my computer's fan, so it was heating it up.
Yes, technology.
So we should. I mean, he was huge, though. We would like be able to hear him. You'd think.
BRB arrived.
The game resumes.
Well, just in case he is
Observing.
around, we should definitely be cautious and stick
But
together.
also, you said that the leaves dried up as they fell off the trees?
As they fell off the trees, they still held some of their liveliness, as if the place never experienced fall or winter.
I mean, now that I think
Though
about it,
dead
what
leaves seem to be
season is
flowing.
it? When we
You guys
came
are
here.
uncertain, considering the area is surrounded by pretty tropical environments.
How far can we see into the trees?
Into the trees, not much farther than the map shows.
Apple. Goodbye.
Go ahead and give me a survival check, Sumi.
Richter's just looking at the
I'm
tree
gonna get
line.
bitten by a snake. Not today, I'm not!
With a 26, you're able to quickly realize that the tree before you is not, in fact, a good thing. Quickly jumping out of the way
Ah.
as a tree blight manifests itself, dropping the leaves.
Petrie!
As it rumbles and cracks, you begin near the tree down here, and the tree over here also spring to life.
Lots of bad trees.
Good news, everyone.
I'll focus on the ones in the back.
Flammable.
I mean, they have to cross the water.
Metal.
I'm fucking ready.
I
Not
Wait,
really,
he has a
like,
14. What the fuck
Yeah,
happened to the
everybody.
rest of us?
As I say, like, oh, he's not ready. It's just that everyone else is stumbling on themselves.
I'd like to imagine it's along the lines of metal goes inferior material. Destroy.
Jesus.
Unpause.
Metal, you're up first. Some big fucking trees just sprung to life. And Sumi, you are lucky you passed on that survival check and registered it as a threat, or it would have gotten a surprise attack.
Bad tree.
Then why should we fight them? It sounds like Sumi's dream come true.
Well,
Yeah, what if it eats Calendula, though?
Like you and I know the problem.
angry yipping. But most of these aren't the good kind of nature.
Max distance.
Probably dash just
Are
to
you-
next to Sumi. If you could.
Thinking if I bonus action summons dwarf and have him move, he'd have enough to move over there and then attack. I can do that. Yep.
Whatever. You'll never take me alive. A 16 will hit the tree, and the tree be taunted. Why can the tree be charmed?
That's bark. Damn, baby, you grow this yourself.
Shut!
Okay, I have an action still, so let's see.
I unmuted my mic just to say that.
So take this opportunity to let's see how many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. I can bless myself, right?
You're already blessed.
Oh, I guess it would be the same bless.
Hmm.
as
This is the first
yeah.
combat, so yeah.
Okay. Instead of that. Not really reason, even though I have the opportunity to action. This isn't long enough. Let's see. I guess I could dash over. So let's see, it's like another 30, right?
Yep. Alrighty. This tree's tree down here. This tree will begin shifting around aimlessly. Richter.
Is it? I wonder if it's because he couldn't reach us, or maybe something else. But I don't think I really need to do this. Oh wait, actually, I'm. $80. Okay, I can hit with Shun Shot then. I'm gonna take my first shot with the Shun Shot.
Don't you? A 14 will fall just short, splashing the water in front of the tree.
Get used to this one. And
I want to go over. You rolled a 2 and it got the 14.
wait, yeah, the blast I forgot.
Uh,
So
and
my
the second one with the 25 will hit, dealing 18 points of piercing and fire damage.
okay, so it doesn't take extra from fire. All right. Then I will go ahead and fan the hammer. And then I'm going to use my object interaction to switch to Shepherd's Watch.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire 2 more shots from that.
Just as a to the recording, uh,
Oh, sorry.
Elijah decided to name his rifle Shepherd's Watch, since it didn't have a name before. Alrighty, and you're aiming at this tree still?
Yes.
Alrighty. An 18 will hit, dealing 11 points of damage.
1 more.
A 29 will hit, dealing 15 points of damage.
Maybe I just hit. All right. My turn.
This tree's turn. Checking things real quick. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'll note that it is unimpeded by the water due to its size. Then it'll begin dashing through the water at you. Alrighty. Crafts. Larby trees. Pizza boy. tree count.
Alrighty. Sorry, I was finishing the last bite that I had. It moved. Well.
No, this is a river, not a well.
I'll move here.
Should have thought about trying.
I'll move here. I will. Cannon. That. Yeah, I used the Arctic cannon last time, right? Oh wait,
Yeah.
we took a long rest. Never mind. Like, wait, I have all my spell slots. I'm going to bonus action magic stones. And then I'm gonna throw 2 of them. So stone number 1.
A 14 will miss as it clunks off the trunk.
Stone number 2.
Second burst, same as the first, but this time a little bit worse.
Not great. Still got a stone left. What is the end of my turn? Oh,
This
hey, it's an
tree
angry tree.
is angry and taunted. So it'll be using its multi-attack, starting off, taking a swing at Swarf. A 15, okay, his AC's 18, 15 will miss. Then follow up with a grasping root, also on Swarf. Thanks for not adding the attack, why don't you? Oh, it did, it just didn't add the damage. A 13 will miss. Swarf remains stalwart, unbothered. Kara. She whack. She hits. She whack. She meets the AC, so it hits. Follows up with a flurry of blows. 20 will hit for 7. 17 will hit for 7. She'll weave in a free hand of harm. Good, I corrected the damage. Dealing 4 additional points of necrotic damage, and Kara has 15 feet of movement left, so that crafts. To me.
Yippee!
Monk made for speed, go burr. I set fire to the tree. It failed to save.
Yippee!
The fire will
Actual
blast
yippee.
against the tree, but it will not ignite.
It's a moist tree.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
Oh, that is
Sunshine
next
wasn't
to a
able to work
river.
on it either. It wasn't doing any extra damage.
This tree is raw.
That okay. Really should have. I wonder if this thing would have taken more damage from Radiant, but I'll probably find out pretty soon.
I think that will be me.
Metal!
1 sec.
1!
I know. I'll two-hand my hammer. Let's see, to unequip my phone. What the fuck is giving me? I have another shield equip. Why do I have 2 shields of expression?
Hmm.
Well,
I don't know
regardless.
why.
First swing of lawful bores.
That will miss.
Second swing.
That one will hit, dealing 12 points of damage. Give me a 1d6.
My first attack with Sunshot also
Right.
did 14. Also attack 14.
With a 1, the gun doesn't, or the gun hammer does not misfire.
Hmm. Yeah. And bonus action, just have him attack. Attack it 2.
Swarf jump. He punches the tree. The tree, still looking at Swarf, still taunted by this little guy.
He
This tree will still aimlessly wander. Continuing south.
Well, the devil went down to Georgia because he's looking for a soul to steal.
Richter, you can see a tree going into the woods.
Should I stop that one or should I just let it go?
Well, these things are dangerous. It'd be unfortunate if some poor traveler happened upon that.
I'm sure there are many more in the forest.
I mean, I still like have double. I can still hit something that's double as far away.
Yeah,
I
but
can hit
unless
it.
you're able to kill it now, it's likely going to be gone. I'd say focus on what's in front of us right now. Attacking.
Well, I mean, I think the reason why it's walking away is that it can't detect us.
Exactly. Focus on what's in front of us attacking.
I mean, right now it's not that scary. I'm sure
Before it
you're
crits and one
horrified.
shots Nathan.
It's not. First off, it's not gonna one shot me. I'll be fine. It will hurt if it crits me though.
Okay, so. Okay, I'm just gonna attack what's in front of us. The other one's attacking Swarf, so I'm gonna see if I can kill this one.
Sort just taunting it with little remarks like, I've tasted herbicide healthier than you.
I'm gonna do the radiant damage on Shepherd's
Okay.
Watch.
Jeez, 32, good roll. That'll hit for 17.
Okay, so no extra damage.
You'll see the tree just crumble and fall into the water, decaying on the spot.
And I'll use my second attack. That one.
At 13, you'll see it miss. And the tree's efforts to hit Swarf, it dodges out of the way. What the fuck was that? Something from my desk. Oh, it was that. Okay. See that later.
Just trying to see if I have like any other bonus. Nobody needs healing. Nobody. Really don't think I need to keep firing using my disciplining. I have more fights. I really don't think I can do anything. So I think that's move. I don't need to. Then my turn.
Blubber. Armbite enthusiast. Nathan.
Oi. Well, my main target's gone.
Again, this is a river.
Yes. A river is just the sideways well.
Stop it.
Ah! All right. My lung. $15. Double funny rock. Create new funny rocks, and then double funny rocks go at the
Rock,
tree
rock,
over to my
rock,
left
rock.
that they're fighting. Rock.
Bonk.
Other rock.
Other bonk.
Yeah, total for 14 damage. All right, yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. This tree is being assaulted,
Fighting nature with nature.
and it's gonna fight in a crime against nature. Going after Swarf. 13 will miss. 19 will hit. So Swarf is grappled.
Oh, sorry. By the way, Paul. How much
Right.
did my crafting earlier cost? Was it 50?
Yes. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. That's how much damage Swarf will take at the start of his turn. But it has a fun little thing that it can do now that it has Swarf grappled. Crunch. Takes a big old bite out of Swarf.
Boss!
Oh, God. The
I don't feel so
bite
good.
is worse than its bark. His turn. It's a big old fuck no. It's going to go right here. And he's going to look to crafts. Might I borrow a couple stones?
Nathan?
No.
Nathan.
My apologies. I was munching again.
Kara asked to borrow a couple magic stones.
Oh yes, of course. Enjoy.
Go ahead and cast Magic Stone twice, as Kara throws 2 rocks at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bonk. And the second one will miss.
Little overshot that one, but nah, still got the first one.
I don't think she's gonna be happy with her comment. Dude.
Sumi!
It's me. You know what it's time for? Yeah!
Sumi slash with the Sumi Singe. It's slash.
Well, that's all I can do.
Metal! At the start of your turn, Swarf will take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Dang. You did
as
good.
the root just crushes him.
Watch his little creature that you've known for a while get fucking brutally crushed. Dang.
Damn. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna have some complaints when he comes back up.
A 26 will hit. Go ahead and give me a 1d6.
Yes.
Hey, Nick.
As if reacting to Swarf's death, I give him a strong one.
Hearing or watching Swarf get crushed fills the gun with determination, and with a heavy gunshot, the tree explodes.
Hell yeah.
30 out of 36 total.
4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
He got angry.
Okay, well, we are still technically in combat.
Yeah, because that other one
Mm.
was fiddling off. I don't know what to.
This tree will
Whistles at it.
continue aimlessly wandering off into the forest, where it vanishes into the tree line.
Okay.
End of combat.
I want to investigate this tree.
I gotta investigate what's in the one that fell in the water.
Apple. Is it invest or survival?
It would be investigation or arcana.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try this, but I think somebody
Nathan,
else
we
should
want
do.
to investigate this one?
One that's wandering off?
No, the one that's dead.
Oh, sure. I'll help you. Or you'll help me?
Yeah, I help you.
With an
Yay.
11 Richter, there's not much to gather from this tree. The bark
Ow.
seems inert. Same for crafts.
Guide me.
The bark seems inert and at this state kind of just rotting wood sitting in the water. It's a bit late for guidance since Sumi did help.
I can give it to Metal.
Metal!
What?
I did not program him to have a brain.
Roll an investigation
Or Arcana.
or arcana, whichever's higher.
Also, damn it, none of us used our bless.
It ended as soon as combat did.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it
what
was
I
only a
mean. In
combo.
combat, none of us used our bless.
It
What do you
auto
mean?
applies.
Yeah.
I see.
That's
me
why
and
Richter
both
rolled a
found-
14 on it too.
So did I.
I rolled a 32 on like a 19.
Yeah, see?
Anyway.
Good roll. With an 18 metal, looking over the tree, it's pretty easy to tell that it is magical in nature. But the thing that kind of stands out to you is this is not a natural creation. The tree before you was created by something. You can sense that the magic is pretty similar to the area around you, but warped and twisted.
Hmm. Perhaps something took over this place as a grove of sorts.
That would kind of explain the stillness of it. Which is representation of health, not health.
Can I look around and see if this place is actually super healthy? See if it's like weird magic-y, you know?
If you're looking for magic-y, that'll be Arcana.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Sumi. Before you do that, the last time we were in this like valley, things were lush and jungly before because there was something powerful and magical deep underground that was powering it.
Incorrect.
I guidance
Uh,
myself.
From what you had discovered last time, it was not deep underground that was powering it. It was something within this canyon.
Uh-huh. I
Ugh.
assumed it was something in underground in the. He just said it's not underground. Divulging information.
What?
Sumi's just checking the magic of the area.
Yeah, I'm seeing if this place is weird or not. Shrug.
With your previous Arcana check when you were last here, comparing it to the one now, despite the lower end roll, you were able to tell that the magic that is keeping this place so vibrant and filled with life is beginning to wane.
I think those little forest spirits we ran into are not here anymore. Or something's wrong with them. Because it definitely feels different than last time. I remember how it felt last time.
It did feel eerie last time, if I remember.
Yeah, but now it feels eerie, but like weak, you know? Weak eerie, not super eerie.
Maybe it's not. Maybe the reason why it's weaker is because before it was like a lush hyper jungle, and now it's not. Now it's like a nice temperate forest.
While we're walking, I kind of want to keep an eye out in the plants and see if I can see those tiny little guys again. Because I know that they were super hard to spot.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me a perception check. Or would you like to use your passive for this?
Hmm. Do I want to, you know?
Are you actively looking for them or just keeping your eye out?
I mean, right now she's looking for them, but in general, she's just kind of going to keep an eye out, try and look for them.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. With an 18 looking around, you don't see them, nor do you see the flowers that are original or they're normally around, hiding under or around.
Wait. I don't see any of those flowers either. Remember they were in those flowers? You remember, right? She looks at all of them. When they gave us those tokens, you know?
A wee bit.
I don't see the flowers anywhere. So maybe it feels weird because they left.
Trying to find the name of them because I don't remember it off the top of my head.
The eye flowers?
No.
Oh, the prehistoric one.
Trying to remember the little fey things, what they're called. One of those weird names.
Bayflower things?
No, not flowers. The creature in question.
They look like.
Trying to find it to give you a picture.
I was gonna name based
I
on
don't have
what
the
you
feather
described it.
falling thing anymore. All I know is they were basically the little forest spirits from Princess Mononoke.
Oh, the oh fuck!
I think they're like Chinwa or something.
No, not Chin. Ah,
You know, we could probably just look in
they're
the
in
old
Schultz.
recording.
They're in Schultz and Icewind Dale. No, I know exactly which ones you're talking about. Ah,
Wenga?
Chewinga. There you go. They're called Chewinga. They're from the Feywild. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. They have adapted based off of cultural people taking some of them with them whenever they have to migrate. And Chewinga have found ways to adapt to different climates by living with these people.
Those creatures.
Yes. And they adapt based off of their environment, but if I remember, they originally will live in like tropical places, like Chult. But they're fey creatures that came to live in the real world, or this plane, and they adapt to their surroundings, and some of them even develop clothing based off of their surroundings and personality traits. Many of them are known to be kind and energetic.
I'm
Others
gonna
are known
assume
to be
Crafts is saying all
tricksters.
of this.
Okay.
That's what I tend to do.
Do be careful. The bad ones try to take advantage of the good disposition the kind Chewingas have to get in close so that they can pull a nasty trick.
So fair.
Yes, so Faye.
Well, if we don't see them here, then maybe, like you said, they moved. Though I don't know who would have moved them.
That's what's interesting, is, well, because most of the time when they die, they turn into statues.
I don't see any statues either. No flowers, no statues, no nothing.
So maybe they're not here.
Maybe
some of
those
them,
big,
yeah.
maybe those big beasts took them somewhere.
The dinosaurs?
Yeah, those.
That would be
Tara,
odd.
what the fuck?
Tara, huh?
Apparate.
I mean, there were those like flying
She
ones,
walked
right?
in.
Those weird flying bat things, you know? Maybe they hitched a ride on them. With the big beak.
It would be interesting. Chewinga don't usually get along with monstrous ones.
Well, I mean, the huge ones with the long necks didn't seem too aggressive. Maybe they made a little home on their back.
Most of the time, they just pick a tree or a group of shrubbery, a rock,
You two go
or
ahead
two,
and roll insight.
two rocks that sometimes are touching each other, and they can have like a little hovel.
I should be using guidance more now that I think about it, just in general.
Uh, with your conversation about it and thinking about it, you're pretty easily both able to ascertain that it's very likely that the Chwinga realized that the forest was dying and quickly vacated the area,
Oh,
trying not to get caught up in whatever was happening.
I guess, yeah. Well, at least they're not dead. Probably.
And I'm sure they're fine.
Anyway, we should keep going. We can talk and walk.
Like, just keep an eye
I
out
guess so.
on surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
How long, Metal?
Skitters off into the abyss. Alrighty. Heading off deeper into the canyon, you would begin to just see as things begin to gray and whatnot, the trees slowly begin losing their color. And as sun begins to set, you find yourself hitting right at the breach.
Oh. 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 The more I look, the worse it gets.
Oh, it hasn't loaded for me.
Same.
Well, we have the same, internet, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat's
Well,
on LAN, so
for me it stopped at 99.
It's still winning at 99.
one sec. Activate that. Just drag y'all all over. No, it's not.
Oh,
Oh, now it's pulling y'all all to the
yeah.
canyon.
Now it's
Okay.
loading me in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead and everyone refresh your page real quick, and I'll reload the application.
okay.
It could have just
Refreshing.
been Foundry server having a brief sputter, so just to sync everything back up.
I refreshed and now the screen. Oh, never mind. Let's say the
It
screen's
is.
just
This
gray.
is a big map, so
Yeah, it's a really
It
big
does
map.
appear to be. It does appear
I
to
think
be.
this is honestly one of the biggest maps we've had. Besides, like,
no, that
Oh, the
in this
lava.
campaign, yes.
yeah, I was gonna
Or
say,
actually, yeah, the volcanic trail and Shardor, that city street.
yeah.
Those are the two biggest maps I've made.
Also, hmm,
I've gotta ask. I've gotta ask. Does this seem like dying? Or does this look more like corrupting to you?
she's gonna, like, look over some of the foliage. Or lack thereof.
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Yippee.
With a 14, you can tell that it looks as if uh, even the trees are experiencing some form of necrosis, as just they're withering away rapidly.
Like, magical or, like, just decay or,
As if,
like, a drought?
or the
Or
best way to
famine?
describe it is if a tree suddenly died, then it's going through the stage of the stages of decay at a rapid rate.
I mean, it seems like these are already dead, it's just their forms are catching up.
You know, that's probably the most horrifying thing you've ever said.
I kind of agree with that. Do I see anything down in the water?
Look, go ahead and give me a perception check.
After the dinosaur we've seen in the water, I think Sumi's good from ever getting near it again.
Even with a 9, you're able to spot the occasional dead fish just floating by,
Love
as the decaying foliage is much more plentiful in this river.
Can I use my rifle to look like over? See, like,
Okay.
no, or like here, this way.
Is
Hold
that
down
like...
click.
Is that supposed to
Oh.
be like ash or like astral? Because it looks like nebulas, kinda.
That's kind of this area is what I'm meaning. Like just the pink purple, not anything specific.
Go ahead and give me the perception check
Could I help?
If I'm
for a
using the rifle.
rifle. So at advantage.
Or I
All right.
I can help with perception.
With a 16, you can see the necrotic energies just sort of dripping off of the tree itself, causing the little lights.
In the distance, that almost purplish energy looks to be almost pure necrotic energy.
What is that? That looks weird. There's like baskets. I don't think I can see those from here.
I don't know
No,
what you're referring to.
don't worry about it. We'll see it when we get there.
Can I get a better look at it, Paul?
I don't think there's a
No,
line of
because
sight.
the line of sight's
Yeah.
blocked by the trees
That
here.
makes sense.
We should stick together. Glances at the people behind.
I'm coming.
We follow the
Boy.
embankment, or should we go?
It might be better to cross to the other side. This looks very overgrown. I don't want something falling
it'll
on
thin.
us.
I'm like, it'll thin out over there. Second of all, the river splits, and it's closer on the other side.
Mm.
And plus, what is we do? We gotta cross. It's water. You're gonna cross water either way. Crawling underneath.
Yeah, but I don't like
Nathan,
these.
go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Uh-oh.
With a nat 20, you effortlessly navigate through the thorny vines, getting out onto the other side without issue.
Ugh.
These are thorns.
Can I stick near, like, the bank?
Yeah, Sumi hangs out by the bank. Let's go.
Yeah.
You can stick near the bank. The thorns are right here, and they go under this tree.
Damned if I do,
Uh-huh.
damned if I don't. I hate it here.
Oh, I see them now.
I'm gonna put on my cloak of the manta ray and just swim into the water and
Not the necrosis water.
Oh, is it necrosis water? Never mind.
Everything is dying.
He wants to
And
swim
just
with the dead
Walk
fish.
along the thing.
Careful.
Oh wait, we can see it from here, I think.
We can get closer.
Look at those. There's like baskets. And a
It
statue?
almost looks like
Here, I'll
something
get a
that is
better look
being
at it.
worshipped.
I will take a look through my rifle.
Is that a chopped tree or like stone?
Staring up at this, correct?
Yes.
You see a statue of a large individual that looks to be grasping something, though whatever was in its hands is long gone. The baskets in front of it are filled with what can only be described as probably the last remaining plain food in the area.
What about my apples?
Looking down at your apples, are they in the bag of holding or just on your person?
Bag of holding, but she was munching on one. So
The
one
ones
is in
in the
her
bag,
pocket.
the ones in the bag of holding are still perfectly pristine, though the one in your pocket is decaying at a rapid rate.
Ugh. She'll set it on the ground.
It'll roll into the river because you're on a hill.
Well,
Sumi
Ah.
Sumi has a moment of clarity. Is there mold in
We
my
should probably-
stomach now?
First
Does
off,
she
I don't
feel
know how that
sick?
works. First off, I don't know about that. Second of all, we should probably pick up the pace, seeing as that it's literally just necrosising things, and a lot of us here are organic in makeup.
No, but this is important. Is it like
We
does
can
she
figure it
feel
out later.
sick? Because you know, like
You're immune to poison.
yeah, but is he healing me?
No, it's not. It's not healing you. Go ahead and do an investigation check over yourself.
Wow, that was actually really good. Where the
Is
fuck?
there
Oh.
anything I see generally over here?
You feel fine, all things considered.
What do I? Oh, I thought I saw metal sprinting over here, and I was like, what the fuck? That's why I freaked out for a second.
What
Guys,
in
I'm
the
seeing things.
goddamn-
The mold is getting me. What did you say about it, Pichu? I wasn't paying attention.
You're perfectly fine.
Yippee!
What was your question, Elijah?
I was saying, is there like anything noticeably different about like the trees up here? Or is it just all the same?
You see a lot more of just the necrosis up top. The ones down here, directly to your south and further, seem to just be more of it. And from what you can tell at this close angle, no check needed. You can tell that it is in fact spreading, heading eastward on the map.
Mm.
Are
Oh,
we able
look,
to see like what this might be? Like, because I know we as the
Say that
players,
again?
can we see what this little pond is like as from here?
From your vantage point, you are actually on a higher point than this area. You're able to see a pond with dead fish all floating at the top.
That's a lovely sight. Shall we continue?
Crafts, can you get across that?
I think so.
Looks like maybe
And,
10 feet.
Am I able to stand here?
Yes.
Okay. Let's find out.
You might be able to go at an angle.
right there. I'm able to stretch my body 10 feet to reach over there, and
Boing.
I'll anchor some of the rope over on here this side.
Oh, there's like some flowers blooming.
What are
And
you
then-
anchoring it to?
I'm anchoring it onto this bank.
Yes, but you are sticking a rope in
Oh, I
mud
have.
and sand.
Oh,
I think we're gonna just need to jump.
I mean, I could carry y'all one at a time.
Looks at Metal, looks back.
I mean, metal would definitely be there. I literally have an exosuit. I'm pretty sure my strength is like increased because of this.
Fine.
But is it actually?
Metaphorically, of course. DM.
He feels stronger, that's all I can say.
Actually, hold on, Kara. How long are you?
Kara kind of looks at herself and looks at her tail. In total, about 30 feet.
Oh my god! Don't.
That's just like
can
I just
I-
point at her.
I want to take out like a piece of firewood or something and kind of dip it into the water and see if it starts eating it. Oh.
Already.
Oh no.
First off, when you said firewood, my brain was just like, imagine charcoal, and I'm like, you're gonna see if charcoal rots. Really? You're gonna
Firewood.
As soon as the surface tension of the water is broken by the wood, the water immediately churns as a plant-like beast erupts out of it,
Why me?
immediately taking hostility.
Why does
Sumi
that
over
look-
here triggering every combat.
Question. Looking at this thing, why does my brain look at this and then went, yes, lettuce camel.
I thought it was like some sort of cabbage goat.
I'm surprised you guys commented on the face that's in it.
Oh.
That's just part of the art, though.
I didn't notice the face.
Lettuce camel.
Jesus.
Metal is no longer ready.
It hit a nat 20.
Goodbye, everyone. Salutes.
Oh, it's a shambling mound! You motherfucker!
Salutes.
Remember when one of these fucking knocked you out of the air?
Which instance? Every time I've fought or run one of these, they fuck people up. Anyway, it's targeting you first.
Who's you?
The myth,
I
and with
fair
the
enough.
second hand, it swings at Sumi.
Why me?
You should have dodged.
Swings at
one-
the closest aggressors.
I didn't aggress it.
Stuck wood in its face, and it's just like, hey, I'm not that type of shambling mound, all right?
I don't think I have anything I can do. What type of damage is it? Bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning!
I don't think. Where? Oh, there. Yeah, nah.
Alright. Shambling Mount strikes you, dealing 14 points of damage, and you are now considered grappled. Crafts.
Oh boy.
Well, I guess if it's covered in the water, that answers my question of is the water gonna corrode us?
Well, this thing isn't technically alive.
Well, also the fact that it is now grabbing me with a soaked root or whatever vine.
Oh, oh, do you feel yourself aging?
Well, more so it'd be my
Miss Faye.
cloak and stuff.
Right. Let's see here.
Also, you wouldn't even be able to tell if she were.
Muska.
I'd like to make a mouse folk wizard.
Mm.
I'd like to make a mouse folk rogue. Why?
I was gonna-
Despero.
I was
My
gonna say,
baby.
a A mouse folk oath breaker.
Give me soup.
Forsaken Mickey. Anyway.
Take
Bonus
me,
action defensive field.
Alrighty, your defensive fielding and not overshielding, correct?
Correct. Regular one. And then I am going to Thundering Gauntlet.
A 26 will hit for 15 points of damage. It is now distracted by you.
Second hit.
A 20 will hit for 10 points of damage.
Box. It's you and me, you shambling fuck.
Richter.
And I'm gonna shoot you.
No lightning.
I don't even think I can use lightning.
I'm
Wait,
just,
no, I have
you know,
breathe.
I don't know if you decide to get experimental, okay? Just, now's not the time for experimental.
Richter pulls out a fucking lightning grenade from his back pocket. All right.
And then we all
stick with
start
your
beating
guns.
him.
Literally.
And then we just kill it.
The Ray Dow in the back of the party. Guess we'll go home.
I'm gonna try Radiant. I'm gonna use Shepherd's Watch.
Okay. A 17 will hit. You will notice that nothing changes in terms of damage.
All right. And I will hit again.
Thank
Just
goodness I
stupid.
know not to use Call Lightning.
A 15 will just meet the AC, dealing 17 points of damage.
And I'll use my bonus action to Healing Word to me.
Oh my gosh, somebody healed me. Wow.
Most of the time, I'm just doing pure damage. I don't even have much healing.
Oh, apologies, Sumi. You are not actually grappled. It would have needed to hit you with both to grapple you.
Okay.
Fuck you,
let's-
Baltimore.
Alrighty, there's your actions, bonus action.
Let's kick
Seven.
its ass.
You're a whack. You're a miss. You're a whack again. You're a hit.
It's because
Kara's
Count
going
was in the way.
to add in a stunning strike. Goes for the con save. Succeeds. Or swears. Flurry of blows.
Monk
13 will miss. And that's a crit fail.
The slope. It is not kind.
Kara will and go right back to where she started.
It's me.
Sumi.
That at the last second was like the cutoff re.
Are you ready?
No, not really. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It will fail, and you
Oh
will
wait, hold
see
a
that.
second. That one is supposed to be a 2,
Okay,
so it's 6.
I'm just going to.
I didn't check with the other one. Oh well. Anyway.
Well, you rolled pretty high with the other one anyway, so I just assume not.
Anyway.
Sumi, you will notice that the shambling mound is resistant to the flames, but it'll still take full damage because Elemental Adept go burr.
It's a waste to use fire if, unless you're me.
Unless
Kara
you're an
gets a
expert in
thumbs up.
fire.
Don't
Unless
worry,
your
I
fire
cast
is
Fist.
real... Unless your fire is real good, don't use it.
Metal
Kara puts away
cast
the-
iron.
God.
That's me.
Metal!
Hmm. I'm gonna whack with the hammer.
He's got the wind up and the thunk. Give me a 1d6. With a 3, the
Mhm.
hammer does not misfire.
Again.
Again. An 11 will miss.
Fuck. Hmm.
My man went from almost max rolling damage to min rolling damage.
Yeah. Doing all I can do.
Oh, hey, that thing looks pretty angry.
It is in fact angry at you. Whack. Whiff.
Weave,
Uh,
weave.
You'll see then the Karat's name, sorry. The shambling mound will then begin to submerge. So it would provoke an opportunity attack from the trio in front of it.
Oh boy, here I go punching again.
A 23 will hit for 15. 24 will
He
hit
keeps
for 13.
cutting me off. But the recording can't cut off my screeches.
You also get a opportunity attack, Walter.
Kick its ass,
Oh.
Walter. Kick its ass.
A 20. Jesus, y'all were fucking ready.
Kick its ass.
Does
Holy
that
shit, we were
count
ready.
Is it possible to do misfire for that or not?
Yes, misfire is on impact, so.
Oh,
And
wait.
it misfires. Dealing exactly enough.
Kick its ass.
Whack-a-mole.
End of initiative. He was trying to run away and you fucking killed him.
Does it provide for us a natural land bridge?
I'm glad you asked. As far as you can tell, yes.
Yay!
He steps on it and immediately starts floating downstream. Goodbye.
To be honest, I'm more concerned of the fact that I'm floating. I'm like half metal now.
No, the shambling mound is floating. You're just on top of it, sailing away on your island.
Hey, wait a
Anyway.
minute. Also, what do you mean? The river flows to the. If the river flows to the east, why do you mean I'm floating? Wait.
Yeah, you're floating away from
Yeah,
us.
you're going this way. And this is all hypothetical.
Can I quickly,
Anyway.
like, jump
Back to what I
across
was-
it, you know? Like, jump on it,
Anyway.
jump across.
Yes, you may. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
What am I worrying about this? I can just walk. I can just stretch across.
I'm ready.
Parkour.
Anyway, like oh.
She's
Anyway,
holding her
I'll do it.
fox like a little, you know.
Calendula, can I get a comfy check?
How does she roll for comfy?
I don't know.
1d20.
Just a raw 1d20.
Okay, hold on.
She's a bit comfy. The slime man stretches across.
Richter staying behind. Goodbye, Richter.
Oh, sorry.
Parkour.
Easy.
Yeah, I don't really have a spot to anchor this shit down to.
Wait, so are these
Okay.
rotting?
With a 15, you are able to easily cross.
Do these look safe from the necrotic, or are they also rotting?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation at advantage.
Yeah! I almost did intimidation.
Looking, yes, in fact, the fruits the fruits that are all within the baskets are rotting away, as well as the baskets themselves.
Can we, like, figure out what this statue is now that we're close to it? Would it be like religion or something?
Yes, it would.
Oh, watch this, everyone. Anyone want some guidance? So good and tasty.
My religion's -1.
Alright, Nathan, what's your religion?
I'm an intelligence person.
Probably go for.
It's decent enough.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah! Add the 1d4.
Oh yes, of course. How silly of me. Give me 1 second here.
What?
Somehow gets 5.
Oh yes, I remember now. 'Twas the
29.
4th millennia. This god was founded on the idea of surviving of strife. The people needing something to guide them in these end days. What? I don't know.
One.
It fell off real fast.
Sumi
Mostly
started
because he died.
chuckling. You-
One moment,
Oh.
I'm getting it. I'm pausing it just so you guys aren't moving around while I'm off the screen.
You know, Metal has yet to cross.
Trying
Okay, and
to
Athletics,
what it-
leap.
Athletics leap. I am rooted to the ground.
Well, at least it's not lava, so if you fall in, you're fine. Flashbacks. Oh yeah, we should probably be helping Tara across, unless she's better with her leg.
Yeah.
I don't know how good she is with her leg and you
What
know.
with the legs I gave her?
Yeah. Well,
They
I
should be as good. They should be as good as her regular legs.
more so I know that she probably is good on stable ground, but this is like falling beneath you slopes.
Well, Sumi, the way these things, the way the exo legs that I gave her function, the prosthetics, they essentially hinge onto the actual leg that she has, and then it connects to the natural mana flow within her body. Thus, the signal that the brain would have sent to the leg to move the leg in specific manners, the prosthesis moves the leg as it should, even though the leg itself cannot
Tara
interpret the
falls in the
signal.
water.
See, that's why I said to help her.
Hold on. Oh, it's shallow. Never mind.
See,
Tara will cough up a bunch of the water and just kind of shake herself free and go, "Oh, that was awful.
Huh.
Glad the tools are in a bag of holding."
Very much so, yes, but also
Sumi's gonna
hold
pull
on.
out some
This
cloth.
is some messed up water.
Tara will hold out her hand and just cast prestidigitation on herself.
Oh yeah, that works too.
Not the first time I've gotten oil on myself.
Yeah, I don't usually have
working
that
it.
spell.
The fuck you mean oil? What is this river?
I can
It's
dry
a
you
river
off,
of
though.
gold!
Sumi
Black
has produced
shining
flame.
gold!
Anyway,
Mine, I tell you.
crafts with your nat 20. Looking over the statue, you would come to the pretty horrific realization that the statue before you is a petrified dryad, and what was
Oh.
supposed to be in its hand was a staff of the woodlands, one that
Oh.
was keeping this place alive.
Oh no.
What?
Well, first off,
Is it a bad
number
deity?
one, no. Not really a deity, but it's a dryad that seems to have been in a
Oh.
almost sacrificial state of everlasting life to this wood. Though this ritual that it did is missing a component. There's supposed to be a staff right there between its hands. Without it, the ritual is incomplete. Thus, the land befalls the blight.
Sumi's looking through her bag.
Okay, try to get into my eye.
Journal of Existence. Oh, right.
Yeah, it's the book.
Oh yeah, the fucking yeah.
What the? A hand signed copy of the Bible?
I forgot that that's on Calendula's back.
The Bible?
Why do we? Huh?
The journal.
Yeah, I'm making the connection. I'm like the book of the book of reality. A hand signed copy of the Bible
Sumi's going
signed by the author,
to.
and we gave it to the fox to hold.
Sumi's gonna take out one of her rods and try and give it to the statue.
That's how that works.
Here,
Which one are you using?
she'll use one of the lacquered wooden rods.
I thought you were supposed to be a druid.
Well, I'm seeing if maybe she wants that one.
Putting the lacquered wooden rod into the hands of the statue, you would see magic just ever so slightly glowing in it, but nothing would come from it.
Hmm. It kind of worked. She'll try putting Druidcraft on the staff or the rod.
Hold on. I've got something.
Huh.
Maybe it needs a focus.
She'll offer her druid focus.
Some citrine.
I have citrine.
Yeah, I have one too. That's why I'm offering it to you.
Okay. What do you want me to do with it?
Attach it to the lacquered staff as a maybe gems and jewels are usually nice as magical focuses.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. She'll try and attach it, and then if not, she'll take the staff and like try woodworking it a bit. I don't know if I can do that though right now.
No, your crafting for the day has been spent. It is approaching evening, though.
I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna lean over to Tara. You understand much of what's happening here?
Oh no, not paying attention at all.
Also, Middle
you'll
still
see
has yet to
that
cross.
you'll see that Tara is digging through her bags and she pulls out this little black opal, then sort of slots it into a acrobatics, not
Oh, darn.
athletics. With an acrobatics of 12, despite having 2 left feet, you are able to easily cross.
Sumi's gonna try giving just her druid focus to the statue.
There would be no reaction. Tara will slot in a little black opal into what looks like a brass holder, then breathe life into it as it will flutter off, sort of looking like a little. Fuck, I can't think of any way to describe it other than a black opal Quidditch.
A little moth or a butterfly. But
And
round.
it will fly around the statue, stopping every now and then to let loose a little flash from it as it simply circles around the statue, then flies back to Terra.
Why are you flashing it?
Are you detecting magic getting in?
No, taking pictures.
Oh.
Don't you have to... How is it painting so fast?
Magic.
I was gonna try and
Squint.
explain it, but then I'm just like, well, and the easiest way to comprehend it, think of Sumi, have you ever looked at something long enough to when you blink your eyes, it's still there for a little bit? You know, like a lasting memory or a thought.
Okay.
Here it is.
Think that, but a lot of them all at once, and they all memorize a tiny little piece, and then they all squish together to make one big piece.
That's what Terra used.
All right, give me 1 second. Be right back.
Okie dokie.
Well, I mean, it's getting pretty dark. I don't know if it's necessarily safe
Do you
to...
really want to? Do you want to hang out in the fucking Death
I was
Forest?
just about to say, well, the other thing is don't we need to keep going?
Well, because we know whatever's doing this is over there.
Yeah. Well, with what light we have left, we may want to see what is nearby. So we can properly be prepared in case something happens at night.
Terra will kind of just send her servant up into the air to do a quick scope around. Go.
The
Well,
drone.
good. Yeah, basically. Well, good news and bad news. Bad news is it continues like this. She motions to the ground around him until the end of the canyon. Uh, Good news is this spot in front of the statue kind of looks like the best we're gonna get.
Right,
Hmm.
I'm back.
Yes?
Welcome back.
Sumi's gonna take out her bedroll and put it down and see if it starts corroding.
You'll see that the bedroll remains intact.
Wait, the
Go ahead
bedroll's
and give
fine,
me
but the
an
baskets aren't?
go ahead and give me an investigation.
Oh, maybe she made the baskets.
Mm.
Guys, my bedroll's fine, but the baskets aren't. Maybe the baskets are made of the wood from here. Can I compare the wood of the baskets to the wood we've seen?
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Ah,
Mm.
What is your bedroll made out of?
cloth,
Cloth? Of what
probably.
variety?
I don't know. Cloth.
What do you mean you don't know? What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
You of all people I thought would have been able to tell me this information.
I- Ah. Oh, cloth.
Sarah, help me analyze this. Are we looking at plant material cloth? Are we looking at some type of woolly creature type of cloth?
Tara will give you advantage on your investigation check.
Nodders.
With a nat 20, the origins of this bedroll, you would remember that all your starting equipment was provided to you by the Adventurers Guild that was originally headed by Mordecai, who is dead as hell.
Hey, he might
Yeah.
not be.
You guys watched him. You watched him die.
He might not be.
Um, Looking throughout or looking over the bedroll and whatnot, you would find that it appears to be hand woven by that of a sheep's wool.
Hmm.
And with your nat 20, you would come to find out that it would appear that creatures don't seem to decay nearly as fast, at least comparing by the bedroll to the baskets around you. This
Hmm.
bedroll on this decaying ground will probably last a fair bit longer.
What about the
Though,
shambling mound?
Well, that thing is that's the weird thing about the shambling mound. You see, it's technically not alive, but at the same time, it's plant matter and like earth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Anyway,
it's hard to
in
determine.
layman's terms, it's closer related to lightning than it is a plant.
It's closer related to a golem.
what? So like Novos?
Light- Eh,
Eh,
Who wants first
Hmm?
watch?
uh, hmm.
I can take first watch.
And second and third and fourth. Okay.
Okay. Still need to
It's
use 4 hours to.
you know
place-
the Zomboger?
The Discoger?
Discoger, thank you. That dude. The shambling mound is closer to that. It's not an undead, but it is something that was never alive, is now technically alive, but it is not made out of living things. It's just alive.
The fucking swamp.
A corpse itself as an object was never alive. The being the corpse was alive, but the corpse itself as a corpse was not. and being a zombie doesn't mean it's alive. It's just like half dead. Zomburger, Zomburger, Zomburger. Also, why did it zoom in when she spoke? It's like all attention was just like fucking
Because
Elder Scroll
Calandrolo spoke.
Zamboni. It was like a fucking like Elder Scrolls game when you click on an NPC, it just locks in on it and zooms in on them, and it just like Zomburger, Zomburger, Zombooger, and it just turns the camera Zamboni. Fuck.
You see that the entire time Crafts is talking, Tara's just writing down notes. And you'll hear her quietly mutter, "Friendly reminder, if you cut off someone's hand, it can be used as catapult ammunition, because it is considered an object by magical standards."
Yes.
Why are we cutting off people's hands?
Because
Emergency
corpses are
ammunition.
objects.
Emergency ammunition.
Anyway,
In
I'm
terms
gonna
of
set
spells,
up my
at least.
bedroll.
Alright. Set up your
It's just-
bedroll.
Guess it's just gonna find a soft enough spot to just kind of squish.
He could squish in a basket.
I'm not getting in the rotting basket.
It's comfy.
What am I talking about? I literally carry a giant fucking pot on my back.
Is that the pot that you were stuck in?
No, it's the pot that I carry 21 vials of acid in.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I have a cauldron if you'd like to sleep in that. You might turn into soup, though.
I won't turn it into soup, dear.
I mean, it turns water to soup, and I don't
Hold
know how
on,
much
let her.
water
Hold
he
on,
is.
let her cook.
Emergency food.
Tara sighs.
My body is technically around 80 to 85% water. So with the magical effects of
Good
the
soup.
Cauldron of Plenty technically converts the water of my body into soup? Or is it because I am not considered an object, the magic would not affect me?
Is water an object?
Water is an object, yes, it's just a substance.
I thought water was water.
Water is not alive.
I mean,
Tara will look up at the sky and goes, "It's not getting any brighter."
Neither is Sumi's brain.
I think it would be bad if my brain was bright.
While you guys are chatting, Tara will set up a campfire.
Creates bonfire on top of your campfire.
Hey,
Inferno,
Hey.
inferno.
it cannot manifest on something that's already manifested.
But it's just there.
No, Kara built the campfire. Sumi's free to light it.
I mean, I've already said multiple times Sumi has put her bedroll down. She's just chatting.
Kara's
That's
going
just-
to curl up on her tail. Yeah, she normally does.
Ugh. Metal just hanging out on that slope.
I feel like his legs
It
are just like
would've-
locked in place, you know, so he doesn't slip. One's like
Oh,
bent,
yeah,
the other's like.
Wait, I just realized he can technically sleep while standing.
He's a horse.
Metal just sitting there. Go to sleep. I will watch.
I stand ready.
Metal like climbs to the top of the dryads. Just scanning.
All is well.
Sarah will kind of walk over to Richter. She pulls what I can only describe as a camping chair out of her backpack and sets it down, sitting next to him.
You're
Oh,
quiet, I like
okay.
you.
So, how you liking your gun?
Finally got it modified the way I like. Want to take a look at it?
Tara will nod.
I pull out a sunshot and hand it to her.
Oh yeah, Metal. You need to use the chain sword when we fight next time.
1 second.
Tara will look over.
Cause she made it.
Oh yeah, so I can see it in action.
Yeah.
Tara will kind of look over Sunshot and go, well, for your first time using it, there's a bit of wear and tear on this thing. How do you
Yeah.
call, I take it crafting it was a bit rough? Or upgrading it?
Oh, very rough.
Sorry to hear.
Uh,
Well, on the bright side, this thing looks great.
He spent like 3 days on that thing.
Yeah.
Tara will look over at Craft's exosuit. Yeah, big projects take time.
Alright, well. I assume you'll like the quiet. I do too. Plan to just clean my guns as I do every night.
Tara will bring her chair over to the fire and lean it back, just closing her eyes.
I
in
think
it.
I think I like quiet Richter over angry Richter.
How many times do you see angry Rick?
Recently a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, chief. With Richter taking first watch and Metal taking second watch, as per the norm, since two people who don't need to sleep, technically. Throughout the night, funnily enough, you would be hearing the sounds of wildlife in the area, though distorted and warped, as if creatures are, well, gargling with a throat that's actively decaying.
Undead.
Or definitely on the brink, if not. But luckily, throughout the course of the night, nothing will have really come by. Richter, you would have noticed some movement up to the north, but whatever it was seemed to be avoiding the campfire that was lit in front of the statue. With that, you can all long rest.
Oh.
The Baldur's Gate, everybody.
And then there was like, I think it was on the launch patch where if somebody was poisoned and you did the long rest, there whoever was poisoned would go ah, because all the ticks of poison would hit at the same time.
Night turned into day. You would all wake up, mm, resume the day in just the eerily quiet of this decaying forest.
I will communicate what I saw.
So what did it look like?
Richter, you haven't the slightest idea. All you saw was the uh, tree line moving a bit.
Well, that means it was pretty
No.
big.
Or in the foliage. High up. Carol shrugs.
Well, whatever it was, it decided not to come over here, so we can thank the lucky stars.
Oh, why didn't I look at the stars? Oh, no! Ah, the stars! Damn it!
Sumi will
Sorry, what's
take her
happening?
sending stone and update Ashana.
If I had looked up at the stars, I would have seen the same constellations. And if I saw the same constellations, I would have known that we're on the same planet. Why didn't I look up at the stars? Probably because I'm so accustomed to them never being the same.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Carol will kind of just nudge Richter. Does he have moments like this a lot?
A surprisingly large amount.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
It's called an epiphany. A
Nice.
late one, and then they're always horrible. But
It's
they
a
always come at
hindsight.
the worst time. Yes, it's hindsight, but in an epiphany manifest.
Anyway, Sumi's gonna get to work on trying to add citrine to the rod.
It's like losing your house key and then learning how to lockpick just so that you can lockpick into your
Oof.
own house, only to
I
open
should've
the
given
door
myself
and you go to put
guidance.
your lockpicks away that you now know how to use, only to find your key in the spot that you would put the lockpicks, and now they both don't fit.
The fucking fit echoed.
It did.
So anyway,
With an 11, it is a success. You are able to attach the citrine to the lacquered wooden rod. So it does take some time, of course. Let's
Mhm.
scroll through. How much was the citrine worth, Nathan?
50 GP.
Alrighty. You can add in citrine, or you can add citrine lacquered wooden rod and raise the price up to 300.
okay. There we go. Sumi will channel some of her magic into it, and then put it in the slot.
Sumi, or basically everybody watching, you'll see an ever so brief just glimmer of light come from the staff as the magic Sumi puts into it quickly fades away.
Hmm. She'll try with a first level spell. I'll just use.
Expending, trying to expend the spell slot, you would feel the magic just simply not flow into the staff anymore.
As in, it didn't take the spell slot, or it did?
Did not take the spell slot.
Hmm. Well, I guess we need to go find her staff. Damn it! I should have changed my spells out while we slept.
Plausible.
I could have gotten.
You're free to change your spells out every Sunday.
Hmm. Did Vice have a lot of. Never mind. Hmm. Okay. Let me do this on here now.
Peculiar.
Sorry about that. Mom called.
Hmm.
Since I'm a druid, would I be kind of familiar with types of dryad and such, their staves?
I would say when it comes to
Mainly
just
because of the
overall
island.
knowledge about it, Sumi, you would be the most adept at discovering such things. While you were on the bounty, you would have, from your faint memory of it since you were very little when you left, you would remember seeing many Fae and Dryads might have been amongst the groups.
I'm going to think of a generic dryad staff and try and locate object on the staff.
Okay. I'm reading it out real quick.
No worries.
Uh,
You're wondering about the range
from
1,000.
Because it is the nearest object of a particular kind.
uh,
True.
from the locate object and Craft's earlier critical on the investigation check, you would know that the staff in question you were searching for is a staff of the woodlands.
Hmm.
And though you cannot directly locate it
What's
due
that?
to the
Yeah.
distance of it,
I believe it's 1,000.
yeah, it's not a fantastic thing. You would detect that the staff is further to the west, or at least something matching the description of it.
Well, I can't exactly tell where it is, but definitely west. Sobs. I gave up a cast of moonbeam for that. I actually got rid of my flame blade for that spell, but anyway. Time to continue on westward.
Oh boy. Manifest destiny.
Manifest.
Manifest these.
I'm glad somebody made the joke. Alrighty. As you carry on, eventually even the decaying foliage begins to wear away into nothing. The river itself seeming to also just dry out and provide a clear passage through the thickening just bramble of decay. Sliding down into the river, you would find that the surface of it is just completely dry at this point, save for the select area ahead.
Ah. I can't help but feel this is a place of danger.
You don't say.
Also, Tara's vanished.
Terra's always off screen until
I sense
needed.
hostility.
There's a narrow path up ahead.
I'm assuming this is just.
Vanguard, come
You guys are
forth.
walking through the riverbed at the moment. That's why it's narrow.
It's very off-putting. Also, look, there's a little waterfall.
There's two.
Come forth, Vanguard.
Hey, I'm
You're
waiting.
not Vanguard.
I'm done with going first, okay? I'm waiting for other people to move, but no one else ever moves in front of
I'm
me.
summoning the Metal Man. I'm going first. I'm summoning the Metal Man to be near me. Because we are the Vanguard. Yes, thank you, Vanguard.
You just hear the sound of a click followed by a whirring of machinery as an electromagnet activates on the back of Crafts' suit.
See.
Walking by the water, you would see that it appears to be very off. The purple tint that sort of just covers over the area seems to also be coming from the water itself as it is bubbling up, and with your passives you would notice that the bubbles seem to stick on the surface of the water a bit before just collapsing on themselves.
Well, at least we have our own clean drinking water. For now.
Assuming with your passive you would notice one singular apple still holding onto the tree, clinging to life.
Hey, an apple.
Don't mess with the apple.
It looks like the tree is fishing.
Partake of the fruit.
But no,
Okay.
do not partake of the fruit.
Partake of the fruit.
Do not
Okay.
partake of the fruit. Do not partake of the fruit.
Assuming.
No.
Uh,
It was
you
a
would...
joke.
No, this one's a good thing. Since your locate object is still considered going at this point, since it was not far you had to travel, you would sense that up to the north of where you currently are, the staff is. Let's see. Let me read it out real quick.
Oh, up north. Tara, get your drone.
Tara will sigh as I drag her onto the map. She'll head on over. She'll send out her little servant up to spectate, just kind of look a tad shocked for a moment as the drone just drops down, then hovers a bit before flying back over to her. Well, I found the staff.
Oh,
So there is a massive creature with it embedded inside of it.
is it a big guy who's like hunched over and his spine's kind of sticking out and he looks real unhappy and he has like a mask kind of?
It also looks like a
Like a ghoul.
melted man of Egyptian descent.
No, it's not how you described Vice, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Looks to be a giant wooden creature walking around with the staff, sort of trampling everything in its path.
Well, it's not Bartholomew or Vice.
Courtesy of locate object and Kara's homunculus servant, you guys have located an optional mini boss known as the Elder Thornblight.
Hmm.
If you wish to face off against this Elder Thornblight, it will retrieve the Staff of the Woodlands from it, netting a potential powerful magic item, unless you guys wish to use it to restore the forest.
I think we should get it.
Want to go fight the
Uh,
plant thing?
I will add that to your quest log real quick.
Because, like, even if we don't want to cure the forest, having it sounds useful.
There.
Though I think overall we should probably cure the forest, because this is horrible.
Yeah, probably not good for your health.
Mm-hmm.
Being to
You're
be in a
about to
forest like
add
this.
something and delete something
Oh.
for the optional
No.
quests.
No, I simply added the Elder Thornblight.
No, that's what I mean. You're about to add and delete it because we're about to do it.
Hmm?
Unless somebody doesn't
mean,
wanna.
I'm willing to fight it.
Looks at the other
If
two.
you...
I guess you could say. You could
Yeah.
say I'm willing to test my middle.
Tara, do you see why we don't like
Gunshot.
him?
You would see that Tara is chuckling at the horrible joke. Alrighty. If you guys are deciding to go off the beaten path and pursue and defeat the Elder Thornblight, then that would be the end of today's session.
Thumbs up. Oh wait, you mean ending it and fighting it next time?
Yes.
I do want to fight it though.
Nod.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Any
Well-
potential upgrade is my opinion.
We'll wrap up here then.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep.